explain your proposition.
Yeah, so essentially, the claim that sexism affects, oh wait. Okay, this is a different topic than I thought we were doing.
The feminism no longer empowers.
Yeah. So that is addressing first world feminism. Feminism in Saudi Arabia where women can't drive and they're forced to wear hijabs, that is not okay. Feminism needs to be active there. Women are not treated nearly as equal as men in those other countries like Saudi Arabia. In America, women are not only equal to men, but get more rights than men. Modern feminism in America is no longer about equality. Modern feminism, equality means women should go for the draft. They don't want to do that. If a woman can hit and beat up men as much as they want, but the second a man turns his hand against a woman, that is not okay.
My nigga.
Okay. First, shut up. First of all, I would volunteer for the draft if I could.
Hey,
okay,
my nigga, I gotta say.
Shut up.
No. I want to hear.
Do that. So, okay. As Marvin.
I'm done. I swear.
Okay, so as a feminist, I believe that. Okay, I'm not speaking for everybody. I'm speaking for myself.
Okay.
I would volunteer for the draft. I don't believe that women should hit men, and I don't believe men should hit women. So I don't understand why that's always a go-to. Oh, women can hit men all they want. Because legally,
I mean, they can't.
No, legally, if I hit Marvin, if I hit my boyfriend 3 times, he can hit me back, and it's no longer illegal.
Why is it 3 times?
I'm not talking legal standards. I'm talking social.
Because scientifically, not always, but scientifically and our anatomy wise, we're weaker than men. I will admit that. Yes, there are women who work out and can bench press like 400 pounds.
Some women are fucking badass.
Yeah, and I get that, but not all women can do that.
Yeah,
I can't do that. If I punch Marvin with full force, the worst I'm going to do is make him laugh.
I'm not gonna harass clean out.
But no, so
okay.
That whole argument of, well, if a woman wants to hit a man should be able to hit her back.
I mean,
well,
that's like,
yeah.
You guys want equality, so like, equality.
Well, yes, we want equality. We get paid less than you. We don't get jobs we're qualified for. Like,
okay, let's talk about the wage gap because like we're on topic. So
okay.
Like, what are your view on that?
I was about to check the time, but okay. So I do know for a fact that the wage gap does exist. Regardless, it exists. Me and you could apply for the same job, get the same job, but your starting wage would end up being more than mine. My boyfriend works at the same job as me, and his starting wage is more than mine.
Okay. So
that is.
Yes, it does. You get
paid
for different positions.
Not at Ulta.
Yes, you do.
Okay. I'm not arguing. I'm arguing with him.
Thanks, Marvin. But the wage gap has far less to do with society's view on women. It's nothing to do with sex. It's like not what's the word I'm looking for? It's not like sexist at all. If women did get paid less, why wouldn't companies be full of women? The reason that women get paid less is because as a whole they work less hours and they aren't as committed as goal oriented. A woman as a whole.
How do you assume that we're not as goal oriented as men?
So the majority of college graduates are women, okay? But a lot of those women, and I'm not saying this is not a systematic thing, this is personal choice. More women decide to stay at home or decide to spend more time with the family. Like JC Olgan said, women leave the workforce earlier to start families. It's a fact that's happened through society. Women aren't as oriented towards their job, and that's not a bad thing. If a woman's more happy at home with the kids, I'm all for that. If they're more happy at work, I'm all for that too. The wage gap has nothing to do with the country or the world as a whole being sexist. It has to do with quality of work and how much they work. And they get maternal leave. Companies don't. I mean, why would you want to be like as a small business owner, right? So say you can, for example, my mom owns a small business, right? It is her and 2 employees. she couldn't afford to pay maternal leave when she can only afford to have when they can only afford to have two people.
We don't even get paid for maternity leave in America.
As the majority of companies do pay for maternity leave, yes.
More. I remember a few years ago they had passed something, or something had happened, and most of the pay for maternity leave was taken. Like,
There's
I know
contract that you can sign. Like, there's different contracts for different things. A lot of companies realize that they just can't afford to pay maternity leave, so they have it in their contract that they won't pay. But
okay, well, that's not fair to women. That if we were to get pregnant, as you know, our body does, it's not fair to us that we have to stay home with the kid for at least a month and we don't get paid for that. It's not fair to us. We can't help that we were the gender chosen to have kids.
That's why the man picks up hours.
So
that doesn't always happen, Marvin. Not everybody thinks like you.
Okay, so say you're in the position of a small business owner, right? And you can only hire, you can only afford 2 employees, right? And you need those 2 employees for the business to run. My mom's a dentist, okay? So she has 1 nurse, which she needs to like prepare like the tools and whatever, and 1 like desk person. She can't have one of them like not be there, or like it just doesn't function. Would you would you be like would you be more hesitant to hire a young female rather than a older female? Would you take that into account?
I would take into consideration their qualifying aspects. So if say I was running a business and an older woman came in and she had no experience working with businesses at all, she had very little and like no college education, and she would just wanted to apply because she needed money and we paid well. And then a younger woman came in, maybe in her 20s, and she had a college education. She had a business background.
So
she was very work oriented. I would hire the younger one, regardless if it is more likely that she would have kids.
Okay. So or like Sarah Bear. Is it fair that you only get 2 weeks of paternity leave? Also, going back to the fact, say there's a pretty much equally qualified older person, a younger person, would you look at the fact that, or a equally qualified young male and an equally qualified young female, would you look at the fact that the female might get pregnant at all? Would you consider that?
It just cut out, so if you could repeat like the end of that.
Yeah. So would you consider the fact that you have 2 equally qualified people, one's a male and one's a female, young, the female might get pregnant. Would you include that in your considerations?
Regardless of gender, regardless of age, I would hire whoever is more qualified because that's going to be better for my business in the long run.
That's not what I'm asking.
Well, it cut out. I was just assuming based off of what I heard, it cut out again, but you can re-ask your question.
Yeah. Would you consider at all the fact that a woman could get pregnant when hiring someone? Regardless of... No, you wouldn't consider that?
No.
Okay, I hate to break it to you, but like that's how you fail as a businesswoman. By not considering things like that. And it's not sexist at all. What did they say? Aussie. Modern feminism promotes man hating. They believe women should be better off without a man because they're strong enough to survive. Yeah, modern feminism does. Not all feminism, but especially the extreme feminists do promote man hating. I mean, all men are pigs is a big slogan. I'm a big proponent for taking down modern feminism, at least in America, Canada, the Baltic regions, a lot of Europe. I think that looking at the statistics, women are not equal anymore. They get more rights than men do. Women serve 67% less jail time for the same crime, even though women jails are like a much better condition. And you can say that society as a whole is sexist against women, yet why are 95% of the inmates in prison male? It's because a lot of men commit crimes. Has nothing to do with sexist. If America was sexist, there wouldn't be as many people in prison, men in prison. 3 times as much government spending and 5 times as much private spending goes towards breast cancer and breast cancer research and breast cancer awareness, yet 2 times as many people die of prostate cancer. If you want some more ways that women have more rights and have it easier in America, there's a whole lot more. You can look them up.
What's your number, bro? Because I'm gonna call you.
Marvin, shut up. For like
Marvin, I love you, man.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so if modern feminism pushed for a society with no men, right?
Okay.
I would not be dating a guy.
Okay.
I would not be best friends with a guy. I would not be having civil conversations with you.
Yeah.
Like, I believe her name is GC. What she said is modern feminism. What you're thinking about is white feminism. And I don't mean that like racistly. It's just in feminism, there's like, subcultures just like there is in religion and like anything really. Just cultures, just like subdivisions.
Mm-hmm.
And feminism specifically, the bigger subdivision of feminism would be the one that promotes like, okay, are you a Trump supporter?
I was
Yes.
hoping to ask him that. No.
That doesn't surprise me at all. Sorry,
I prefer Gary, even though he's an idiot. He doesn't know anything about politics, but I'm a libertarian, so. But I think Trump's a hell of a lot better than Hillary.
and why?
Why? Hillary is, for one, a liar. You're gonna ask how she lied. Okay, first of all.
No, I wasn't gonna ask how. It's a politician's job to lie.
It is not a politician's job
not
to
arguing
lie to the
with you.
American citizens.
No, because this is gonna get no, because I'm not about to get mad at you for an argument I'm having with someone else. So don't even say it.
Marvin, you're killing me, man.
No, but Hillary lied about some top secret shit.
Donald Trump is bankrupt.
Yeah, Donald Trump is also one of the richest men in America.
She's not running America.
Okay.
I know.
America was bankrupt already.
Hey,
Okay,
Marvin,
but
let me
you listen to somebody
Marvin,
who
let me
has a
wreck your
I'm not
girlfriend real
about
quick.
to argue with you.
There are different qualifications of bankruptcy. Okay, there are the bankruptcies which provide a large benefit. You can get out of some debts. You can start up companies. He was a what was it? It's like statutory bankruptcy or something like that. It means you have a 98% success rate. The only financial reason, you heard it here, folks, as well. The only financial reason he went into bankruptcy, only twice officially.
Only.
How many companies do you own?
Oh, I wasn't saying personally, but also like how many companies go bankrupt twice and then try to run America?
It's a first. It's a first for everything.
Run America. The reason he went bankrupt was to generate revenue for himself only. It was a very, very beneficial business move to go bankrupt in those 2 times. Do you know what bankruptcy is?
Yeah.
What is it?
I'm in gov class. I actually just took the test, so you don't need to question me. Anyways, continue.
Can you explain to me what bankruptcy is?
Because we all.
Okay, can you tell me what it is?
Wait, are we talking about Trump? Yes.
Any bankruptcy. Can you tell me what bankruptcy is?
Yes, because my best friend went through it. Her credit score was terrible, so she had to file for bankruptcy. They got their money back.
Okay. Can you tell me like the definition of bankruptcy?
Do I need a technical definition?
I mean, you're hating on Trump for going bankrupt, but you don't even know what bankruptcy means, so.
It's when you either have okay, anyways. We're talking about feminism.
Okay, you don't know what bankruptcy is. You can't use that as okay. Until you learn why he went into bankruptcy and what it is, don't use that as a statistic. There are a whole lot of other things you could use against Trump. Like, yeah. Thunder Blunter, that's a good comment. But yeah, modern feminism is cancer, essentially. Do you know who Milo Yiannopoulos is?
I actually do not.
You should look him up. He's a pretty funny guy. He's a Yeah,
That's what my
Ozzy,
mom
Milo. I'm a
asked it.
big fan of him. But
We get food. Sorry, I was talking to him. Go ahead.
okay, Marvin, you're a hell of funny man. This is great. Yeah. What you want to discuss anything else? I think we I think I how I oh okay, you know what is one area where where women are treated less than men in America? One specific thing.
One specific thing
Yeah.
where women are less than men in America.
Yeah, and don't say the wage gap because that's economically like disproved. Per hourly wage, it's disproved as a whole.
Okay.
You looking it up right now? You looking it up?
Tax wise.
You looking it up?
I'm texting my mom, but okay.
I'm sorry. But what were you saying?
Hold on. Like we get taxed on.
You get taxed on?
Like we get okay. Do you know what a luxury tax is?
Yes.
Okay, so our like tampons, we have to pay a luxury tax on top of tampons. We have to pay not a luxury tax, but just like an overall general tax on birth control. We have to.
There's a general tax on everything.
Well, no, I know, but like it's okay, not a general tax, but
we pay a general
amount-
tax on condoms.
No, I get that, but like birth control for my instance, I'm on birth control for like health reasons. If I wasn't on birth control, I would be anemic.
You'd be in
So,
okay.
Yeah, so like I'm not on it for like just like birth control. I'm on it for like medical reasons.
Okay.
My insurance doesn't support birth control because it is the company is ran predominantly by Christian men.
Okay, my company doesn't.
And
my company doesn't provide contraceptives like condoms. That's not a sexist thing. That is a
no, I'm not.
That's an individual company's beliefs. That has nothing to do with sex.
No, I don't mean like for contraceptive reasons. For like my reasons, it's under a medical bill as like a medical necessity that I need birth control. I'm not getting it for contraceptives.
Okay, then you need to get a new plan. But that's not sexism. Company's policies. That has nothing to do with hating on women.
Okay, but you guys get help with paying for like prostate exams and
you get help for paying for like breast examinations.
I know, but like we don't. Okay. Anyways, tampons still. We have a luxury tax.
You don't have a luxury tax on tampons.
Yes, we do. We still will have a luxury tax on tampons until January 2017. So next month, but still we do and have.
I gotta look this up because I've never heard this. Tampon tax. Okay. There's no luxury tax on tampons. There's a general tax, like a sales tax, but there's no. You know what a luxury tax is?
Yeah, there is a luxury tax on tampons. I would know. I buy them every month.
Okay. Does it say on your receipt luxury tax, or does it say state tax?
I don't read my receipts.
You don't read your receipts.
I don't. Not for what kind of tax.
Can you explain to Thunder Blunter what a luxury tax is?
Well, actually, hold on. I'm pulling this up, explaining the tampon tax. So just give me 1 second.
Okay. There is a big push to take away taxes on tampons because it's viewed as a necessity, but there is no luxury tax on it. There's also a necessity for food. It doesn't mean that there needs to be a no tax on it. Can you please define luxury tax for me?
Yeah, like when something's a luxury, like you don't need it. Like it's not a necessity. It's like taxed above other, and it's not. I'm not speaking of like.
So why am I
like phone?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So why do I not have a luxury tax on water? I need water. A luxury tax has nothing to do with necessity.
No, I know, but it's also not a luxury to have water. At least not in America.
Okay. So, the majority of things you buy have a luxury tax on them. The majority of things you buy do not only go through state and federal taxing. The majority of things you buy, okay, things like what's not, the majority of things do not have a luxury tax, or the majority of things do have a form of luxury taxing. So it has nothing to do with it being sexist. There's a luxury tax, the same form of luxury tax on tampons is also on condoms. Is that sexist?
Personally, I feel like there shouldn't be a tax on anything that's going to help us not have babies. That's just a personal. So
a country needs taxes regardless. So, do you?
Well, no, I know.
So, where do you think the taxing should come from? Do you think it should come only from, like, what would be something you have a tax?
Question. Hold on, this is a different question, bro.
I got you.
Why do we need taxes?
Why do we need taxes? Okay. So wait. Can I talk to Marvin real quick? Marvin, I love that question. I'm a huge libertarian. I hate big government. I think the government's way too big. We need to stop. We need to lower taxes. That's all I say. But we need to lower taxes as a whole. We pay way too much. First of all, we need a flat tax.
So if we need to lower them, why don't we just get rid of them?
Because we do need some form of government. Without any taxes, the government couldn't.
Yeah, I didn't get rid of government.
What?
I didn't say get rid of. I didn't say like get rid of government.
Yeah. But if the government,
why can't we have government?
So the government gets its money from taxes. That's pretty much its only income.
Yeah, like we're paying.
I'm not talking to you. I mean, I couldn't speak to her. You know, I mean, I just don't want to get mad at her either. So anyway, I'm not gonna get mad at you.
The government, I don't care if you're doing that anymore, Marvin. But the government runs on taxes. Without taxes, the government cannot form, and the government is necessary. Things like we need emergency response, we need some form of education, we need some form of national security. What pays for roads? We need some taxes. So that's how the government is there. Without taxes, we wouldn't have a government. So, I think we pay way too much in taxes. I think taxes are way too high. There needs to be a flat tax. I mean, the 1%, everyone says the 1% isn't paying enough of their taxes. The 1% pays 31% of taxes. That's well over 50% of their income. Whereas a flat tax still provides incentive for people to work. It still provides incentive for capitalism, while we would be generating actually more revenue for the country as a whole. But yeah, that's
so.
The reason we need taxes.
So the 99 cents, that shit right there is like the tax. Are you talking about when it comes out to like $1.05 or like $1.06, shit like that?
Yeah. That's the tax I'm talking about. We need that. We need
some form. Without that 05, if everything was literally just $1 or just the amount that it was supposed to be, there'd be no government, because
not necessarily, because there's more than one type of tax. That's sales tax, right? So there's also income tax. So when you get your salary, right?
Oh shit!
Some of that money
all together, this tax period is just, okay. Never mind. Tax
comes from a lot of places. So if we took away tax altogether, we essentially wouldn't have a government. But we could definitely lower taxes in a lot of different places. I think it's Washington or Ohio or one of the states doesn't have any sales tax, but they have really high what is it, what's the tax on your house? Property tax. They have really high property tax to make up for it. So we need some form of tax to provide for a government, but I'm glad you're learning a ton, Thunder.
Do you think Donald Trump is a sexist?
Yeah, it's a hard question. I don't know him personally, but I mean, he pays his women the same amount as he pays his men. He has, his head strategy person and his head spokesman are both women. So I don't think
Okay.
I don't think as a whole he's a sexist.
So with the statement, I mean, I don't know much about him either, but with the statement, grab her by the pussy.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What could that possibly mean?
So, I mean, have you ever said something like, fuck man, I'm gonna grab her by the pussy, I'm gonna fuck her, like, I know you, like, we all got men.
I don't know about the pussy. I mean, but in a political thing though, was that
okay.
like?
No. That video was taken 10 years ago, well before he was ever running to office. It was just him and his buddy. Like, I've said some pretty bad things to my buddy too. Like,
okay, I've never seen the video. I just know I said.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. From my standpoint, from what I know, I mean, I feel like the Mexican thing that kind of needs to go. I don't really understand that for real. I feel like that's I mean, there's a lot of here that have jobs already, but I mean, there's teenagers every day getting workers permits, going out and getting jobs. So it's like, how many jobs are the Mexicans really taking, stuff like that. But I'll let you get back to this. Modern feminism no longer empowers women, but turns them into irresponsible. Yeah,
Yeah, I got you.
Actually, I'm actually going home, so
okay.
I will have no internet.
Okay. Well, it was interesting talking to you.
I guess.
You guess? Well, wait, what is it? Yeah. Okay. Well, I hope I didn't wreck you too hard. Kidding, but well, I enjoyed talking to you. So I'm glad I got to hear another side of the opinion.
Yeah. Have a rest of your day or whatever time it is.
It's like 10 o'clock here. I should be studying for finals, but let's debate some
stuff. You need to get off of here and study for finals, man.
Yeah.
I know, man, but
stop arguing with us.
Okay. I'll see you guys.
Bye.
Adios. Bye, Marvin.